Hi guys, welcome to Dev-Proxy. Today we are going to discuss how to create and delete AWS S3 buckets using AWS CLI. Here in AWS S3 console, you see one S3 bucket is already created. If I want to create a new S3 bucket using AWS CLI commands, let's go back to the terminal and you can use two commands. One is AWS S3 API. The second one is AWS S3. What is the main difference between AWS S3 API and AWS S3? The S3 commands are built on top of the operations found in S3 API commands. As a result, the commands allow for high-level features that are not provided by the S3 API command. What it means? You can easily understand when we do hands-on. Let's create an S3 bucket using S3 API. So to create an S3 bucket using S3 API, the syntax is you are going to interact with AWS, so you need to provide AWS, and you are using S3 API client, and you want to create S3 bucket. So you need to provide create bucket. After you provided create bucket, you need to give a bucket name. To specify and to mention what exactly the bucket name and all, you need to use a named argument called bucket. And I'm going to give a bucket name as Dev-Proxy demo 2. Okay, I given my bucket name. Now, in which region you want me to create an S3 bucket? So, I want to use a region parameter. So, which is US East 1. If you don't provide the region parameter, by default, it will create the S3 bucket in US East 1. So when I press and enter, you see it's saying location dev proxy demo 2. Let's validate if S3 bucket is created or not. So to validate an S3 bucket, we use command AWS and we are going to interact with S3. So you provide S3 and just provide an ls. By default, if you don't specify any bucket name, it will give you all the available buckets in your account. I already showed you previously. I have a demo bucket. Now I created a new bucket with the name Dev-Proxy Demo 2. So if I want to see is there any objects available inside my S3 bucket, so I will simply say AWS S3 ls dev proxy demo 2. So are you expecting it will give you results? Let's see. There is no results, means there is no object. So if I want to upload an object into S3, I do have two files that are available locally in my machine, sample1.csv and sample2.csv. Let's upload one of the file into S3. So to upload the files, again you are going to interact with AWS and you are interacting with S3. So choose S3 and you want to copy these files. So choose copy command and what file you want to copy. So in this case, I want to copy sample1.csv into what is your destination. So I want to provide my destination bucket name. So to specify that, I'm going to use s3 colon slash slash and my bucket name. In this case, demo 2. And if I say upload, you see the objects are uploaded to demo 2 bucket. Let's recall your previous command ls AWS S3 ls dev proxy demo 2. Now you see a sample1 a file is available. Let me create new AWS S3 bucket using AWS S3 commands. So I'm going to use AWS CLI command. So I need to specify AWS and I'm going to interact with S3. Then I want to make bucket. So the short form is MB. MB means make bucket. So after I provided MB, I need to give what is the S3 bucket name. So in this case, I'm going to provide S3 bucket dev-proxy-demo3. You no need to mention a bucket name. The reason was you already provided it as S3 colon slash slash. So the new API will automatically identify what is the S3 bucket name and in which region you want to create this new S3 bucket. So I'm going to provide a region parameter as US East 1. If you want to create in US East 2, you just say US East 2. But I'm going to create in US East 1. Let's press enter and the bucket is created. Now use same AWS S3 ls command to list all the available buckets in my account. Now you see the demo 3 bucket also is created. While displaying the buckets, you don't see the difference between if the bucket is created using AWS S3 API or AWS S3 CLI commands. And if you want to upload a files into new S3 bucket, it will be same as the previous S3 copy command. So let me recall my previous copy command. Instead of demo 2, I'm going to use demo 3. Now I want to list the files that are available in demo 3 bucket. So I'm going to use same AWS S3 list of files that are available in my S3 bucket. So I'm going to copy and paste it. When I say, you see sample1.csv file is available. So far everything is looking good. If I want to delete a S3 bucket using AWS S3 API command, I need to specify delete bucket. So what is the bucket I want to delete? So in this case, the same syntax you need to follow as you followed for creation of the S3 bucket. So AWS S3 API delete bucket hyphen hyphen the bucket name. Bucket name give dev proxy demo 2. It is giving us an error saying the S3 bucket is not an empty. Let's try to delete demo 3. Again, we have the same issue. To solve this issue, it is two-stage operation. Stage 1, you need to delete all the objects that are available in demo 2 and demo 3 bucket, and then the stage 2, you need to delete the actual S3 bucket. But if you use AWS S3 delete bucket command, you can use an additional parameter called force. So what it means? Let's use the same command. AWS S3. I want to remove the bucket, so the syntax is remove the bucket and I want to give the bucket name. So in this case, I want to delete dev-proxy demo 2. So dev-proxy demo 2. Again, I have a same error if I don't specify hyphen hyphen force command. Okay, let's specify hyphen hyphen force. What it means? I want to forcefully delete all the objects that are available in S3 bucket and bucket itself. So when I say the bucket was removed, let's use the same force command in AWS S3 API also. If I recall previous AWS S3 API delete bucket command and I added force at the end, it's saying the force command is unknown. means this force command is not supporting in AWS S3 API. There are so many commands that are written on top of S3 API. So using AWS S3 command, you can directly delete both objects and S3 bucket. So I'm going to recall, in this case, instead of calling demo2, I will call demo3. Now the demo3 bucket also is deleted. Let's list all the buckets that are available in my account. AWS S3 LS. There is only one S3 bucket available. The previous S3 bucket we created are able to delete successfully. And this is how we are going to create AWS S3 buckets and delete an S3 buckets using latest AWS S3 commands. Thank you for watching Dev-Proxy.